Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ty. This video is all about box braid glamour. Here are some pics of the makeup look, and if you like to get this look, please watch the rest of the video. We'll start here. I'm going to start out by putting Murine Plus in my eyes just to have them clear when my makeup is done. I'm going to use some e.l.f. Putty Primer to prime my face. I'll also use some e.l.f. Aqua Primer Mist. I'll be using the Josie Maran Argan Illuminizer. And then also my Chanel Perfection Lumiere. I'll put the Illuminizer on my face first, and then I'm going to go in and put my foundation over that. You can mix them together or do them the way that you see me doing them here. I'm now going to frame my face by doing my brows first, like I always do. And I usually use a dark brown pencil. That's just so it won't be too harsh. And then, you know, it'll be nice and dark, but not really too harsh. Now I'm going to take the spoolie and bring that color through the brows. Make sure that it's nice and evenly distributed. And I'm going to take some LA Girl Pro.Conceal and clean up any lines or anything that are not clean underneath the brow as well as on top of the brow. I'm going to use e.l.f. All Day Stay Eyeshadow Primer on my lids. This primer is very good. It will definitely keep your eyeshadow on all day. Hence the name. I'm now going to do some color correcting by using MAC Studio Fix NW45 face powder on my lids. And then I'm going to use NYX Eyeshadow in the shade Deep Bronze. Put that in the inside of my eyes. And now I'll use MAC eyeshadow in the shade Down Brown. I'm going to also use MAC eyeshadow in the shade Embark. That'll be on the very ends of my eyes, and that'll be to deepen everything up. I first put the line there, and then I take the line and start blending inward. And just blend, 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 blend. Just keep moving that line inward. Make sure it's nice and blended. This shade, I'm going to take it and put it in the inner corners of my eye just to give me a little bit of sparkle. And this is the Sonia Kashuk eyeshadow quad, and that's in, it's the Brown Eyed Girl eyeshadow quad. I'm going to now put it on with a brush. And then I'm going to use the Revlon Colorstay in the shade Tuxedo Smoking for my waterline. I've been loving this lately. And then the e.l.f. Liquid Eyeliner in the shade Jet Black. I'm going to use some makeup wipes now to clean everything up under my eye. I always do this after I'm done with my eyeshadow. I'll go back in with the Josie Maran Illuminizer so that I can finish off the rest of my face. I'll put that on first. Then I'm going to follow it up with my Chanel Perfection Lumiere foundation. And then after I put it on with a brush, I always go back in and take a sponge and even everything out. Now I'm going to use my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. As you can see, it's almost done. They're always almost done with me because I use them so much, and I just replace it and get a new one because this particular concealer is very good. It gives you great coverage. It hides a lot of things that you don't want to be seen, and this is one that I really like. I recommend it highly. See? Take a look. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter setting powder to set everything into place. And the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Bronzer in the shade Mocha Mommy. I also like to do my bronzer like I did the eyeshadow earlier. I put a line where my cheeks start, and then I blend upwards. And then here's the MAC blush in Dolly Mix. For me, blush is just that blush. I don't like for it to be too loud. Also, I have the Laura Mercier Baked Body Bronzer, and I want to use that on my face. And a little bit on my neck. Now to finish off my wings with the e.l.f. Liquid Eyeliner. I always do this to kind of give myself an idea of which direction I want my wings to go in. I want them to be kind of low and sultry for this look. And then I want the wing also to go up pretty high. When doing this, make sure the brush is not really wet, because then it'll leave a big clump where your wing should be very light. The tip of it should be very, very light and airy, not clumpy. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Volumizing Mascara in the shade Black just to coat my lashes a little bit. And then I will comb my real eyelashes down because they're really curly and they won't let the lash go on properly if I don't do this. So then I also like to flex the falsies after I put the Duo eyelash adhesive on it. I want the lashes to be flexible so that they're not so stiff on your eye when you have them on. And I've lately been using a combination of putting them on with my hand as well as putting them on with tweezers or a lash grip. Whatever works. Again, combing them down. Make sure you blow on the eyelash until it's tacky. Don't put it on as soon as you put the glue on it. I always like to put the lash on in the center of my eye first, and then I start putting on either the inner corner of it or the outer corner. And then I like to squeeze the lash, the falsie onto my real lash, either with my fingers or with the tweezers. One major thing, if you could remember this with your lashes, always as you're squeezing and putting the lashes on, lift the lashes up so it can give your eye a lifted look. You don't want them to drag. Here, what you see me doing here is if there's any skin or anything that you can still see through the bottom of the lash, or if the mascara didn't cover it well, this will help clear up any of that. And then I'm going to use the MAC Extra Dimension eyeshadow in the shade Extra Silver in the inner corners of my eye just to brighten it up. You have to be careful with the Extra Dimension shadows. They're really, really pigmented. And now I'm going to use the Maybelline Python Metallic Lip Kit. This is in the shade 40, Untamed. They usually have two colors in each of these kits. The main color, which is the one you see me putting on my lips now. And then they also have a topper color. They're so nice and vibrant. I've worn it before where I just wore one color, but the topper colors on top of them are beautiful. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. And then this is the topper color I was talking about. And here is the look. And now I'm ready for my close-up. This is what the makeup looks like up close. Get into it. Please like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.